This your boy Atlantic City. This your boy Atlantic City. And this time we're taking a look at William Roach. Now I don't know who he is, but I'm willing to sacrifice this time in my life to get to know William Roach. I'm hoping you'll do the same. This your boy Atlantic City. And this is William Roach.
Forward.
Can you? Is there any way you can tuck the jacket underneath? That's what's happening. I'm having issues with it.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, if you just
Look at this sly bastard. It's not even 10 seconds in the video and he's already bitching.
lean forward, you should be okay. Alright, I'm going to have to take your hat while we're in the office.
What's your name?
William.
William, okay. Do you go by William or Will or?
Yeah. Will.
Will? Okay.
So, he likes to be called Will. So out of respect for him, from this point forward, I will refer to him as Dick.
Okay, Will. My name is Leslie Floyd. I'm an investigator with the State Attorney's Office, and I'm here assisting the Flagler Beach Police Department. And so I've just got to get some limited information from you to fill out some paperwork. But before I start that...
I did know with his face. He just looks like she said all this shit, he's like, oh my god, not paperwork.
Do you know what your rights are? Because obviously you've been arrested and you've been brought to... Okay.
Hold on. This is great.
Okay, Will. My name is Leslie Floyd. I'm an investigator.
Alright, here it comes. Just keep a look at those eyes. Look at his eyes.
With the State Attorney's
Oh,
Office, and I'm here assisting the Flagler
god damn, he's pulling a Richard Brought with that
Beach
gum, huh?
Police Department. And so I've just got to get some
here
limited
comes.
information from you
Right here.
to fill out some
He's
paperwork.
like, oh
but
man, not this shit, not paperwork. Like, look at that. That shit.
before I start that,
I don't know
want
if
to go
that's
ahead.
just his natural look or if he's actually like thinking something similar to that. But look, if you're gonna stick with me for a long period of time, you're gonna have to get used to me laughing at the stupidest shit,
And let
which includes just a random face that this man made.
you know what your rights are, because obviously you've been arrested and you've been brought to the police department.
Look, see, I'm telling you, I think that's what he was thinking.
To the police department, okay?
How do I get out?
How do I get out? Oh my god.
Okay, well, let me, well, what's going to happen is you'll go out to the jail, you'll see a judge in the morning, and then they'll set you a bond.
He stopped chewing that gum quick when he said the morning.
And then, have you ever been arrested before?
Yes, but it was for a long time ago for battery.
Okay. Well, if you've been arrested before, Jeff, you should know how the process goes. Unless he didn't have to stay there or something. I don't know.
For battery, okay.
But it was a stupid child.
Okay, were you a juvenile then, or were you an adult?
But a stupid child.
Did you have to bond out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so are you so you're familiar with the bond process?
He's having these. I bet you he's having fucking bad flashbacks, bad memories just rushing to his head at that point right there. That's fucking great.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
My problem is I haven't done anything wrong yet.
Yet. Wow. Good word there. Good choice of word. I would say we'll talk about that later, but have you noticed that anytime someone says in a video, something comes up and they're already talking about something else, so they'll say, oh, we'll talk about that later. But then the end of the video comes, and you don't even realize they didn't even talk about it because you forgot, just like they forgot. I don't forget. I'm not gonna forget. Yet. You know what yet implies to me? That he had some serious intentions to do wrong. Serious intentions to do wrong. Yeah. Write that shit down. That's a fucking quote.
Okay.
I haven't done anything wrong.
All right. Well, why don't we do this?
And the second time, he noticed of all the words that he could have removed, he removed yet the second time. Now, why would you remove that? Yeah, you could say, well, it's just the last word on the fucking sentence. I mean, that is the... What am I even wasting my time talking about?
I'm going to get some information.
I gotta get this hand turned around. I can't.
Let me see your
I don't
hand.
mind if you turn it. And then the
one is it?
officer struck me in the face for no reason. I didn't know what was going on.
Which hand?
The left hand.
That's fucking great. He said, oh, this shit here. He said, officer struck me in the face. She says, which hand? What? I'm not making it up. I'm not.
I gotta get this hand turned around. I can't.
Let me see your
I don't
hand.
mind if you turn it. And
Which-
then the
one is it?
officer struck me in the face for no reason. I didn't know what was going on.
Which hand?
The left hand.
Which hand?
I just
I'm
gotta get
loving
turned.
You want it turned
Yeah,
that
to
way?
take the pressure off my
Okay.
arm.
Is that better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Let me know if it starts bothering you again. Those flex cuffs aren't comfortable. That's just
Oh,
one thing
William.
about them. So try not to lean back on them because that's going to push it up against your hands. I know it's not real comfortable, but we'll do what we can for you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah, she said that, I know they're not real comfortable. She's probably never had handcuffs on her. And if she has, they were probably the dollar store brand, with the fucking plastic key. And if she did have some on, I bet she didn't have them on in that position behind her back. So when she says that, I don't believe she's speaking from experience. I think she's just saying it because it's the social convention. It's the thing to say in that particular situation, isn't it?
Right. Well, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to read you your rights, and then I'm going to get your name and stuff for the paperwork, okay?
Dude, this guy's face is...
Go ahead.
I'm loving this guy's facial expressions, bro. He's saying so much to me without even talking. He is saying so much through his facial expressions. I love it.
Do you have a question, and do you want me to go ahead and read this to you? And
I'm being recorded, right?
yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Thank God for that. I would not be here right now talking about you, William.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him with you now or at any time during questioning. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. If any time you wish to stop...
I don't remember who this guy was. I don't remember what his backstory was. Hold on, my keyboard is off. I should have this pulled up already, but I don't.
talking or have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request.
I've been doing these videos lately in my garage, so the internet is shit in here. Yeah.
Okay, let me explain what this is saying. It's basically saying that
So it's still taking some time.
want to talk
know
to
what?
you,
Fuck
and
this shit. I'll
there's
Google it on my phone.
another investigator that would like to talk to you. You can talk to us, or you cannot talk to us.
Let me ask you, can I ask one question?
Sure.
Is it any good?
Well, it gives you the opportunity to tell your side, but it gives you a chance to make a statement. So I don't know. I wasn't at that house, so I don't know what
If I went
happened.
in,
Okay.
I didn't touch the door. I knocked. Tapped.
Because with these guys that, okay, I found him. He was apparently a karate instructor, according to Perverted Justice. Oh, I remember him now. Just from his fucking name. The names they give are dumb. I remember that name just because of I mean, what? Who would make that their name? The names they give are dumb. I mean, what? That's why. That's exactly why I remember who he is because of that name he had. This wannabe pedo tried to solicit Judkin Amazing 93, a 13-year-old girl, or so that he thought. So, ooh, he's got a long chat log. I am not getting stuck in another Anthony Phillips situation. So I'm going to just close the fuck out of that right now and get back to the video.
So I can't come in.
Well, let me explain to you this. You know, like.
But I'm saying, I didn't remember who this guy was at first. I didn't know if he was just some guy that ran, if he was a guy that didn't even get featured on the show. But apparently he was on the show. He was definitely on the show. And it was Flagler Beach, I believe it was.
Like I said, as obviously you've got the right to say, I want an attorney, I'm not going to talk to you. But you've also got the right to say, yeah, I'm going to talk to you, but if at some point I decide I don't want to talk to you, then I'm going to stop talking to you, and then we stop the questions. And whatever statement you make is the statement that you make. I don't know that. I don't know that for sure. And that's just not an answer. But it does give you the opportunity to tell what happened. You know, so we can go from there. If you start to feel uncomfortable, then you can stop. And the first set of things that I want to talk about, it's going to be your name, your date of birth, your very, very simple, easy stuff. But it's just, you know, I obviously, as an investigator, I have to let you know what your rights are, and if you want an attorney, then I can't talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you understand what your rights are?
Oh,
Okay,
now.
at this time,
now.
are you willing?
All this time, the page just loaded now. The Google finally went through right now for William Roach. Just now, all that time. I didn't even click out of it. All that time went by, and it just now went. I forgot all about it. I saw it go pop up in the background.
Willing to waive those and talk to me?
Shit!
Okay. All right. Like I said, these first set of questions are going to be real easy questions. Okay. What's your last name, William?
Roach, R-O-A-C-H.
R-O-A-C-H.
Like nobody don't know how to spell Roach.
And what's your middle name?
Luke.
Okay. Just to let you know, I know you said you go by Will.
Or Will, yeah.
I have my son's name is William, and I always call him William, so I might end up, you know, screwing up and calling you William, but I don't mean any disrespect by it, but just to...
Why would you even bring your son up in a situation like this when this man came to meet a 14-year-old boy? Wait. Nope. I think I'm getting... Just like that Chris Hansen did that one time, I think I'm getting the Predators mixed up. I think that's one of my other Predators on my list. On my to-do list today. I got 3 more to go. I don't know. I was pretty sure he came here to meet a boy. I don't know. Well, who else would have met a boy? Oh, shit. There went my phone. Let's get back to him until I get this solved.
Okay. What's your address, Will?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And where were you born?
Daytona Beach.
Daytona Beach? Oh, so you've been in Daytona your whole life.
Yes.
That's pretty unusual.
Okay, yes. I got him confused. William Roach was here to meet a 13-year-old girl. One of my other Predators, there to meet a 13-year-old boy. Got him mixed up. No biggie. Sorry, William.
She's not very pleasant. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but...
Not very pleasant. You got that right. What the fuck?
No, I absolutely understand. It's not a
Do
pleasant
you?
thing.
Do you? Are you trying to say? You trying to put yourself into his shoes, ma'am? Are you trying to say that you understand where he's coming from because you've been in a similar situation at some point in your life? I don't believe you. I just don't.
Not at all. What's your date of birth?
15 July 75.
Answer man. He's quick with them answers. Just snapping them out. I like that. Get it going.
How old are you?
31.
And let's see, what's your social security number?
Yes, I would also like to know that information.
And your height and your weight?
5'10", about 250 pounds.
Do you work anywhere?
Yes.
Where?
He was a karate instructor, apparently. Unless I'm
I
getting
take
people
it that
mixed
that's...
again.
You're doing that online. You don't go anywhere to do that, or is
No,
there
I do it at home.
You do it
I
at
do it at an office.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I am getting him confused. No, he's the karate instructor. Why is life fucking with me? Yeah, he's a karate instructor. So how the fuck is he doing that from online?
Yes, sir.
I won't cause any issues. Is there any way I can just get my either put in front of me or my left shoulder? I mean, I won't cause any. I didn't put up
A who? What?
ma'am,
Yes, sir.
I won't cause any issues. Is there any way I can just get
I won't cause any issues. What? Have you caused some before
this, ma'am?
that I seem to have missed?
I take it that that's... You're doing that online. You don't go anywhere to do that, or is
No,
there...
I do it at home.
You do it
I
at
do it at an office.
Sorry.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
I won't cause any issues. Is there any way I can just get my either put in front of me or my left shoulder? I mean, I won't cause any.
Oh, he's trying to get his he's trying to put his arms in front of him instead of in the back of him. You know? I think they should do it.
I didn't put up a resistance at all. It just when the officer hit me in the face, it kind of stunned me.
Right. And
Stunned
actually,
me.
because of security reasons and policy, we can't do that. But I can do whatever I can to try
Shut down!
to make you more uncomfortable.
How,
I mean, make you more comfortable, but I can tell you that
is it
the more
possible
you
to get it-
move,
is it, the problem is it's not supposed to sit behind me at all. Is it possible to maybe put one in the middle of them? I mean, I've got a big silver scar on my shoulder. I mean, if I need verification of that.
So is it always going to hurt if your hands are behind your back?
Yeah, pretty much. It's gonna.
okay, just 1 minute.
I mean, I don't want to cause a lot of issues. I mean,
Okay.
I'll sit here still. It's very painful.
Okay.
Okay. We'll see if we can get that. Like I said, I'm here assisting them. They have their own
I mean, he's saying he's gonna sit there still, but it's not like he really has much of a choice.
policies, but if they can get it put in the front, then we'll do that.
He's getting aggravated. I like it. I like it. You know, I like you, Roger. Yeah, Terrence is pretty
Hair's
cool, huh?
brown, or is it kind of a reddish? It's brown, isn't it? Is it brown?
Are they talking about Steve's shirt?
Eyes. Brown.
Oh.
Typically, what's the bond on this?
What's going to happen is you're going to go out to the jail with no bond, and then when you see the
Oh,
judge
dear.
I'm going to see a judge.
in the morning,
Oh.
you'll have first appearance. Then the judge will set you a bond.
Typically, what's the cost?
So he's asking a lot of questions. And like he said, and we have no reason to believe otherwise, he hasn't been, he was arrested at one point in his life, but as he says, he was a stupid kid. And it was in his younger days. Now, I don't know how rapidly the jail booking process evolves. No idea. But I would assume it would be about the same, and unless he completely repressed those memories, which I don't think he did, because, like I said earlier, I think some of those memories are probably even being brought up at this point, he's probably thinking about that time. That's probably really, other than how fucked he is right now, he's probably thinking about back to that time when he got arrested back then. He's probably thinking a lot about that time right now. I'm thinking what's going through his head. But still, the jailing booking process, I wouldn't assume would change very much. So, but he's asking a lot of questions. So he probably doesn't, or at least not yet, doesn't understand the severity of the situation that he's put himself in. And he's probably going to realize it very soon. And if that moment isn't caught on camera, I'm sure it was off camera, but I think we may have already been past that point now that I'm talking about it. But I'm gonna shut up. Get back to Mr. Oh shit. Oh, it's just my extension cord. Yeah. I guess we'll just get right back to Adam.
I don't know.
Yeah, you guess.
I don't know. I couldn't even guess. The investigator that works here may have a chart that would show it, but I really couldn't guess. So you live at...
So, I mean, maybe...
Is that your mailing address, too?
Maybe he's not... Maybe he does understand the severity of the situation he's in, but maybe he's just very... lacks knowledge of what would happen. And... Shit, if it happened to me, I would be asking every single same question he's asking, probably. But, yeah.
Who do you live there with?
My son. I'm a single parent.
How old's your son?
This guy kind of always looks mad, but let's take it back just a bit. I want to test this little theory of mine.
The investigator that works here may have a chart that would show it, but I really couldn't guess. So you live at... Is that your mailing address, too?
Yes.
Who do you live there with?
My son. I'm a single parent.
How old's your son?
Now, I was gonna say it looked like his face started to look angrier after his son was brought up, but no, he still pretty much looks the same amount of angry. So that shit flew out the window.
This is his mom. She's dropping him off to mom. What do I want to do?
What happened?
Do you have a home phone?
Oh, she don't even give a fuck. You got a home phone? No, we don't have a home phone.
Who do you live there with?
Do you have a home phone? Question of the day right there. Do you have a home phone? I haven't had a home phone probably since like 2009, maybe 2010. It's been a while. Like it's insane to think something that was so like just fucking implanted in our daily lives, like a home phone, is something we like barely anyone has anymore. Man, it's laser disc all over again, man.
With?
My son. I'm a single parent.
How old's your son?
He's 8. He's with his mom. She's dropping him off to mom. What do I want to do?
Do you have a home phone?
Alright, still don't know what he said, and I don't really care to rewind it.
Okay, wait a minute, I can't write that fast. You may come here.
What I'm going to do for you, I'm going to cut those off you, and I'm going to put a new set on you up front.
I appreciate that.
But when I cut it, the first hand that comes out, don't move it behind your back. Keep it behind your back, okay?
You don't try to punch
When
him.
it's time to put your hands up front, I'll let you know.
Okay, I won't cause you an issue.
No, it's just,
painful.
that's fine. It's just a safety thing.
Okay.
Go ahead and stand up.
Stay up.
Well, I think that's nice that they came and did that for that man. I think that's nice, and I think
Sir.
it's commendable. But
Sorry, it fell out.
Yeah, that's fine. Just like I said, just
What
make
fell?
sudden movements.
I want to know,
Change
cameraman, do your fucking job, dude. Show it.
It's out of socket.
What's us? Which one?
I have my left shoulder reconstructed. It's
Do you need us to call rescue and have them
No.
look at it?
no, it.
I think we should. Just
It
Rusty?
came out of,
Did she say
I don't
rusty?
know if it's when it hit the
Hold
ground.
on.
It came out of.
I might have imagined that. I'm hoping I didn't.
What's us? Which one?
I have my left shoulder reconstructed. It's
Do you need us to call rescue and have them?
no.
It is Rusty.
No, it-
Shout out to Rusty.
I think we should. Just
It came out of
Rusty sounds
the
cool.
ground up. That's why I was telling you. It's stuck.
Okay.
We can call rescue and have them.
I bet all the
We're just
girls
gonna
on
take
Rusty
a-
at the
just-
Christmas
just have a
party.
seat.
have a seat.
I'm sorry.
That's right.
Oh. Yeah, that's why I was telling you.
We'll take care of it.
It's stuck.
Well, look at them horses, huh?
Look, come over and fix you.
I can beat this one to the microtel until further advised.
I didn't even fucking mean to do that. But that's thumbnail. I hope.
Not, you don't go anywhere to do that.
When it's time to put.
I'm telling you.
Ambulance. No, we're not to that point yet.
Send that automatic.
I love it.
Scan them. Take a look. Scan them. Scan them. Scan them.
This isn't
Scan
the
them.
scene.
Scan them. Take a look at you. Scan them.
You go back now,
I
aren't you?
can beat this one to the microtel until further advised.
It's.
Advised. So on 27 is room 319. I get called a third party through the desk.
And you know you're on camera too, doing that weird face.
Your phone number was.
17 like himself.
Stand by. Central. Send you to unit 22 physical 15.
They send that automatically. They'll send the rescue truck and they send an ambulance automatically, so they'll look at it.
Doesn't mean you need to go to the hospital or anything. They're just gonna take a look at you.
Has it? I know that you said you had it reconstructed. Has it come out of socket like this before?
It's not in a long time. It's from the.
1026. 1051. 2228. 105 daily traffic.
You guys need to get home.
Is your driver's license out of Florida?
Oh,
You go home
Sorry.
and roll a med unit to
fell asleep.
1019. Reference to shoulder injury.
Get to the juicy shit. Man, I'm about to start skipping part ones of these damn police interviews, I'm telling you.
That's Temple.
I mean, I guess not. I guess this really was beneficial to watch because without this scene, I probably wouldn't have gotten to know Mr. William Roach in the manner that I did. And I wouldn't trade that for anything.
Yeah, they're gonna bring it out. They'll put some cold packs on. They'll give them to
At this point, we just don't want to do anything to you. We'll let them check you out.
They're right next door. They'll be here in 1 minute.
It's really starting to fire up.
Yeah, they'll be here in 1 second.
It fell in the
Fire
front.
up. What?
Next door. They'll be here next door. They'll be here in 1 minute.
Oh,
They'll be
man.
here in 1 second.
It fell in the front.
What?
At this point, we just don't
Don't
want
do
anything to you.
that,
We'll let them check
William.
you out.
Next door. They'll be here.
Willie,
They'll be here in 1 minute.
don't do that. That's hilarious.
We just don't want anything to you. We'll let them check you out.
Oh my
Next door. They'll
god.
be here next door. They'll be here next door. They'll
I
be here in
told
1
you I
minute.
laugh at the stupidest shit.
Next door. They'll be here in 1 minute.
It fell in the front. It fell in the front.
Alright, I'm gonna leave it. Man, I'm gonna make some fucking the weird noises of Willie Roach.
Sorry, I gotta sit for it.
That's okay.
That's a video in the future. I promise you. It might not come out till like July or something, but weird sounds of or weird noises of Willie Roach. The album, the movie. That's right, bite those knuckles. Look at him, he's like sucking on him and all that shit. What are you doing? Did you see that? And then he just goes back to normal. No, and then he wipes it on his eye. What the fuck? What are you doing with it? Oh, don't wipe. Don't. Oh, man. Where's it gonna go next? Man, he feeling like a big shot since they put his cuffs in the front. He feeling like a big shot now. Look at him moving all around, bobbing his head, chewing on his knuckles. You know, wiping his eye. Oh, he wasn't able to do that before. Before, he wasn't able to wipe his eye. Now, look at him. He's a fucking big shot. He's the boss. He thinks he's the boss now, just because his cuffs are in the front.
Is there something, could you set it on the desk to make it not...
Look at you digging in your pockets now like you got some fucking freedom back. Look at him just...
No, I can't pick it up now. My hand's starting to get numb.
Okay, they'll be here in just a minute.
Okay, so that was part 1. I'll catch you next time for part 2. Welcome back for part 2 of William Roach. No, I didn't forget to cut it. I was never gonna cut it. Yeah, let's get into it.
Do you want some water or something while you wait?
Man,
When was your surgery?
if they ain't even gonna ask him any questions about this shit, what the fuck?
People.
Okay. Because it says right here that it says you're hot for 13. She
Ooh,
told you
Ooh,
Came up here earlier.
Let's take it back. William, you nasty dog. Oh no, they want my favorite lighter.
As soon as it popped out of that thing, it popped right out. I believe.
I thought it wasn't the only thing he was trying to pop. You nasty motherfucker. I'm glad I didn't keep on skipping.
All right. So we got some help coming for you. Well, I guess they're gonna check you out and everything.
Okay.
I legit thought the rest of this video was gonna be the damn EMT or whatever, or the damn nurse or whatever the hell they got coming, just checking out his arm. I really thought that was what was gonna be the rest of this video, but I'm glad that it's not. I'm glad that this whole time we were getting to know the lighter side of William. Now let's get to know the dark side of William Roach.
And like I said, remember the no sudden movement rule.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
See, that's like I told him before. He wasn't doing all that before. He wasn't making all of them sudden movements. But look at him now. He don't even have the cuffs. He don't even have cuffs on. I thought they had the cuffs on. He don't even have cuffs on in the front. He's free. He's a free man. He thinks he's the fucking boss. He thinks he's King Roach over there. Look at him. He's putting his arm, his hand, wherever he wants to put it. Psh.
It's on fire though. I'm trying as still as I can.
Mm-hmm. When was your surgery?
It's been a little over 8 years, but
8 years?
Yes, ma'am, but it's never been 100% stable. I mean,
I don't think you've ever been 100% stable.
I haven't had a problem like this. It was behind me, and I was trying to tell them that it can't go behind me.
Mm-hmm.
But it did make that thing work.
And so, it should just take a few minutes before they get here. What are you doing in Flagler Beach?
I came up here.
Caught him off guard, huh? With that. Caught him off guard as a motherfucker with that one. Look at how long it took him to even gather up his thoughts in order to form some sort of something resembling a response.
Came up here earlier and I ate dinner and then I hung out for a while and then decided to call that girl who gave me her phone number on the internet.
Okay. And how old is she? And what is her name?
I don't know her name.
You don't know her
I don't
name?
know how old she is. I mean, she may have. I thought it was mostly fantasy. To be honest with you. And then when I
Role playing chat room. Fantasy. I mean, yes. I mean, these things exist, I assume. I don't think that particular sort of conversation form of fantasy is a thing, but I don't know. You know? Could be. But I don't know how he thinks that this woman, or me, or you, would believe that this is fantasy. He thought it was fantasy.
when I got there, it all seemed like real fish. That's why I said I can't come in. I'm leaving. And when I turn around and leave, all of a sudden there they were.
And how old is she?
I mean, that may be true, but you still drove to the house. Like, I mean, you didn't even drive like 10 minutes away from your house and then turn around and be like, oh, okay, this is wrong. Let me turn around. No, you drove the whole way, got to the door, I'm assuming, and then turned around.
I don't know.
Do you have any idea?
I don't know. Well, by the looks of it, she's early 20s, but I don't really know.
How long have you been talking to her?
I don't know. I chat with a ton of people.
Okay. Because it says right here.
Ah. He's got a lot of friends. Okay, William. Thinks he's fucking shit because he's got a lot of friends.
That it says you're hot for 13. She told you she was 13.
You nasty, bro.
When was that, though? I mean,
Where was that? In your chat log. Where else would it have been? You said it. Yes, we are getting to know the darker side of William Roach right now.
It was on November the 22nd
yeah, that's
when she told you that she was 13.
I chat with, I mean, anybody.
Do you send just anybody pictures?
Yeah, pretty much.
Really?
Now he had to think about that response. I don't think he does. But I think it maybe in some sort of way he probably was whatever.
Yeah.
And of you masturbating?
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, that's your choice.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for them.
I mean, it's, yeah, I'm just asking.
Glad you
You know, if
acknowledged
that's
that.
the chat rooms that you're in and doing and stuff.
I can see where that would hurt.
Yeah, it's starting to, it's like really numb, and I'm losing feeling in it.
Okay. You think you guys have placed him under arrest? Or what? I need somebody to ride with me.
Can someone help you?
Yeah, we're gonna take it to the hospital. I can't pop it back in. The hospital's gonna have to do it.
He's acting like he's upset, like, oh man, shit, fuck. Now I can't go to jail. Now I gotta go to the hospital, man. Fuck, I wanted to go to jail. What? Why are you trying to put on that shirt? He probably don't want his. He probably no. You know what? He probably don't want to run his insurance or some shit up, or he don't want to pay no hospital bills. That's probably what it is.
We complained
Now that
to a
gave it
complaint.
a second to marinate in this little thing I call a head.
In your custody, I have to take somebody with me.
Oh, I don't know if you can you do that?
But he's probably happy. He's probably like, oh, like, I don't know. I think some of him actually probably doesn't want to go to the hospital for either one of the two things that I said earlier. But I think part of him is probably happy. He's like, well, fuck. You know, I'm going to jail. I'm going there anyway. But at least I get to visit the hospital first. Maybe I can check out the gift shop.
What are you doing?
What's your
You
name?
want me to talk to?
I guess Lashbrook.
Roach, R-O-A-C-H.
Date of birth.
15 July 75.
Do y'all want to go out and coordinate? You want to go into this?
Okay, you know what? I don't really.
I'm not trying to
You know, it would be hilarious if they just started asking the questions about the. So you were here to meet a 13-year-old girl, right in front of the people that's examining his arm and shit. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's fucking illegal as hell, but that would be hilarious.
No, it's alright.
So I'm assuming that we're not going to get any more juicy questions from William Roach, and that's unfortunate. But I think we've spent enough time with him.
It'll hurt when we move it, but it'll.
Why?
Depends, we have to do some research.
Didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
Why?
Depends, we have to do some research on
On my vehicle.
Okay.
Depends.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Looks like we're going to get some kind of something.
Right now, we're looking for a white Camaro.
I
You
can't
want to
just.
get me a sling and squash one more time?
No, I can't pick you up and take you out the door until they get away.
Can you bend at your elbow at all?
I can bend the elbow, but that's about it.
He's got about a minute left.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to put a sling and squash on it so it'll hold against your body, so at least that part you're not trying to support it. It'll hurt when we move it, but it'll stop hurting in a minute.
It's in
How much would that cost you now?
depends.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Right now, get out.
Why's that? Seriously, it won't come out?
There's a possibility.
Why?
Depends, we have to do some research on it.
On my vehicle?
Who's using information you found?
I didn't do anything wrong.
Not here to talk about it. You asked me a question about the trucks. I'm just telling you. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we can sling and squash him in the truck. Can you walk?
Yeah, I can walk through.
Yeah, let's go.
Am I allowed to?
It's his arm. Or is it shoulder, huh?
Yep. Let me just explain something to you.
If I do anything crazy, you guys
You're not going to be a happy man. Okay.
I'm closing problem.
From the look of that man's face, I don't think he's ever been a happy man. Well, that was a pretty damn long look at William Roach. Final thoughts, because I think I really... I had a pretty deep chat about William Roach throughout the video, so I don't really think I need to wrap it up with a big long thing, but I think this guy was truly up to no good, and he would have done terrible things had it not been perverted justice, had it not been to catch a predator, had it not been a decoy. Terrible things would have occurred had Mr. William Roach met up with a real 13-year-old girl. It's not a doubt in my mind. I've spent some time with William Roach here tonight, this morning, and I feel confident in saying that he would have did nasty things. He would have did terrible things. You heard it from the investigative woman, whatever, herself. He was hot for 13. And you know, he said it. It's once you say something like that, you don't say that to try to impress a 13-year-old girl. That should scare her away, if anything. But, yeah, that's odd typings. So, yeah, I feel safe in saying that he would have definitely done terrible things had it not been to catch a predator. And, well, I'm glad he fucked his shoulder up or whatever, because it gave for an interesting aspect. It gave for a unique police interview experience, if you will. The injured predator, William Roach. This your boy Atlantic City. I'll catch you next time. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.